This
that.
conference will
And
now be recorded.
as you know that like Snowflake is cloud-based, completely cloud-based data warehousing tool software. So you will be working on the cloud completely. There will be no installations, nothing will be there on your premises and everything. So why do we need this? First of all, we'll go with that. So we have been using a lot of technologies. We have used Hadoop, Hive, big data kind of sources. Okay, and I'm just sharing the screen. Let me know when you see that. Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Yeah, give me a second.
This conference will
Okay,
now be recorded.
and you'll see that. Okay. So basically, Snowflake is one of the most cloud based completely warehousing tool where we can do all our data loading, data manipulations, and data querying and everything. See, we'll start with the introduction. So Snowflake is a cloud-based solution provider, data warehousing solution provider, and it works on the model of software as a service only. So it is
Oh,
based in California, and it
Aditya,
was founded in
One question. Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
just want to interrupt. One question,
No, no.
Aditya. Okay, before going to Snowflakes, what is Snowflakes? Can you just tell us what exactly the difference between Snowflakes and other cloud technologies like AWS? We have Azure. I mean, Google Cloud. We have. What's exactly the difference between this and that?
Yeah, sure, sure. So basically, see the difference between Snowflake and other technologies is see, AWS is there, and cloud is Google Cloud is there, and Azure is there. So basically, they are the same thing. So they are also solution providers, but they started their platform as the as first infrastructure as a service. Okay, but here in Snowflake, what happens you are more focused on the data warehousing. You are more focused on your query and data. See, that is what they started. So they also got the same you have the same thing in AWS or Azure kind of capabilities in even you have the same AWS, Azure, and any other. Only difference is that which one is more convenient for you. And the main thing is see, it is more of the platform. Even you can get the Snowflake on AWS, Snowflake on Azure, you can get it. So you have, see, when you are creating new instances, you get an option whether you want to create a Snowflake on AWS or Azure. So that thing you have to choose. So platform, that is more of a platform. Snowflake is a service. So the cloud platform, whichever you want to choose, it's your choice. But what service you want to take, that thing will be the main thing here. That thing is Snowflake. So warehousing, what kind of warehousing service you want to take. So that thing we get it here. So that's a
Okay.
main difference of Snowflake. Yeah. So it's a service, and they are the platform.
So you mean to say that Azure, AWS, they don't have the service, okay? They only provide platform structure, right? Infrastructure.
No, they have their own services. See, we have Azure's SQL Server. We have other things we have data lakes and all. So if the same thing is applicable for AWS also, but it is of same querying. So the way you have SQL Server, the way you have Oracle, the way you have Teradata, it is more of which one you like and which you want to implement. Okay, so
Okay.
it is more of the same kind of, see, all with all these technologies you are going to work on your data warehousing, you're going to work on your data querying and everything. But which one you like, or which one your organization supports, whether it's a SQL Server, whether it's Oracle, whether it's Teradata, or NoSQL. Okay, so it's up to you now which one to choose. So, and it is more of features and the performance and the ease of use. The main thing here is you just log into your cloud-based solution and just start working on it. you don't have to worry about infrastructure, you don't have to worry about any kind of plugins, you don't have to worry about any kind of installations, physical servers, nothing. So that's a main thing that why like Snowflake is more popular than any other tool in the market. That here
But
you have to
but
just deal with.
still, sorry, but still we need to integrate. Okay, if I choose Snowflakes, we need to integrate Snowflakes with, see, for example, my company is using Azure. Okay, then I like service as Snowflakes. So if you want to integrate Snowflakes with Azure, then we need plugins and everything.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Azure itself, they are providing what I say, a data warehouse solutions, right? Like they do have it, Azure data factories and everything, right?
Yes, yes, they have the same thing, data factories and data lakes and all those, everything is there. But the main
Uh-huh.
thing is like, see the capabilities, the performance. So it is more of like the same thing. Like if you say this one is good and that one is good. So in that case, what will happen? You have to decide that which one is more useful to you. And everything, see, decision making is a big thing. See, in decision making, not only like performance, not everything is considered. A lot of things are considered, from costing to like what support we are going to get, what kind of implementations we'll be having. So that is why we use a cloud. See, when we move on to cloud sources, we have to make a complete business use case, that what all benefits we are going to get, and based on that only we can decide that like what all will be provided, and how the things will be going to help us in like managing our complete environment. So we are moving from physical data warehousing to the cloud based. So this should be something like in return for us.
Yeah, got it, got it. Thank you, Aditya.
Okay, so I was telling you that like Snowflake is a analytical data warehousing, and it's a software as a service. And Snowflake was started in 2012, and which is very new. Okay, so compared to other technologies, like Snowflake is one of the latest entrant here, and very popular. And 2012, and I believe in 2014, 15, 16 only, like people started taking it very seriously. And since then, within last just 5 6 years itself, like it has been become a lot of popular. And that, see, that's the thing, like Snowflake provides a data warehousing that is faster, easier to use, and far more better than the traditional data warehousing offerings. So that's the main thing, like why we are using it all the time. So you can just read about these things, like a Snowflake data warehouse is not built on existing database or big data. Snowflake is used completely going to use your SQL programming languages and all. So the queries, the way you write in the normal SQL language, okay, SQL engines. Same way, like you will be writing here, you will be like getting your data completely out of it. So you have to do all these like loading, integration, okay, all that will be there. So similarities, so normal data, see, concept is same, data warehouse. Okay, so concept is same like a data warehouse, and Snowflake will be using the same kind of concepts. Only thing, like here and there few differences will be there. Other than this, like you will not find much difference. And the one thing which you will like, and people who are new to these technologies will be that you can easily adapt to this thing. It is not something extraordinary which you have to spend a lot of time and all. No, it will not be the case. Within like a few, or I will say couple of months, you can be good in this. Okay, so it's one of the things, like data warehouse as a cloud service. So it's nothing but like a cloud service. As we know, everything when we move into the cloud, okay, no physical servers and anything, we are talking about the cloud services. And we all know about the AWS, Azure, and all that, and we might have used a lot of cloud solutions till now, and in our lives, like in our work projects and all. So that's what we have it in Snowflake. So it is completely SaaS based offering. So we have a lot of things: SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. Okay, SaaS, software services, platform as services, and infrastructure as a service. So there are three different kind of offerings on the cloud. Okay, so there is no hardware. So that is what we say. There is nothing to select, install, configure kind of thing. So there will be no softwares. So there will be nothing to again install, configure, manage. There will be no hardware, no software. Okay. So ongoing maintenance, upgrades, all that, patches, everything is managed by Snowflake only. You don't have to worry about anything. So okay, so that is what we are saying here, that Snowflake runs completely on cloud infrastructure. Okay, are completely like are in the cloud infrastructure, completely public cloud. So you have to just log in. You will get, as soon as you create your account, you will get a login. You have to just like put that URL into the browser. You just give your username and passwords, and you are on, and you are ready to create a warehouse. You just go there in the cloud instance, create your data warehouse, create your databases, write your queries, and you are good to go to start your project. So these are just few lines you can use about that. Snowflake uses virtual compute instances and all. Okay, so Snowflake is not a package software that can be installed. Yes, that's what I told you, that it's not a software that which you need to install or anything. Okay, so Snowflake itself as a company, as a service provider, will manage all that stuff for you. No updates, nothing will be required. So this is the architecture of like Snowflake. So here you can see the cloud services, then you have query processing like virtual warehouse, virtual warehouses, all these things, and database storages. So that is what like you'll be seeing it here, that it's a hybrid shared disk based architecture. Basically multiple disks will be there, based on which like as you query the data, your data will keep on moving from one disk to another disk. Okay, and here there are three main things basically. One is like database storage, one is query processing, and another one is like a cloud service. These are three main things which you need to focus on when you will start on like a Snowflake. The three main things will be these. Okay, where like the database storage, query processing, where you write all your queries, your analytics, and cloud services when you pass on the data to the required platforms, required services. Here like Snowflake have one of the best integration with other technologies. Let's say you are working, see, I'm using it in data visualization, data analytics, creating dashboards and all reporting services. I use it with like Tableau, I use it with other technologies, so that I can create reports and dashboards. So I can directly link it with those kind of connections. So connecting to Snowflake is again, it's a very easy thing. So that's the one thing like what I liked when I started on this. I was not even aware of anything. Definitely one time like my project was there was some requirement on Snowflake. I told them like, okay, we'll look into that. And within couple of months, I was okay to start this thing. So it's that easy. It's very, very easy compared, because there is nothing you have to do extraordinary in this. You have to you just need to know the SQL writing, and that's all is enough for you. Okay, so that's all you need to do it here. So Snowflake supports multiple ways of connecting to service. That's what like how we'll be connecting. Web interface is the main thing through which we connect to Snowflake. So user interface from which all aspects of managing and using Snowflake can be accessed. Command lines, yes, you can use a command line interface. So SnowSQL is, that is called SnowSQL. And then you have ODBC, JDBC drivers through which you can connect to Snowflake, like Tableau. As I told you, Tableau is there, Spotify is there. So these are technologies like through which you can connect to a Snowflake, Power BI. So through that you can connect to Snowflake. Then you have native connectors, and then you have third party tools and all that. So those are ETL tools. So you can do all that stuff. You can easily connect to any kind of like infrastructure through Snowflake or to Snowflake. So these are just like few slides. Okay, so why do we need data struggling? And we are just all like struggling in the data side and all. So our data is coming from different sources, loading data coming from multiple sources, diverse format. Okay, and the main thing is like it comes in different formats, different shapes, and different. So sometimes it comes as a text format, sometimes it's a rows and columns format. So these are the things which we are facing. So integrating data, multiple systems, multiple complex pipelines, specialized skills and resources. So you need all these things like if you're using traditional data warehousing like integrations, and then you have to analyze that. So speed will be slow, and all these things. See, that's the main thing. If you are using any kind of like physical or traditional data warehousing, the speed might be slow and all that, performance will be slow. But here it's not the case. So everything, since everything is managed by like Snowflake, so they need to make sure that you get the best performance out of it. And analyzing data, so you have loading, you have integration, and then you have analysis. Then you collaboration is like see, you can do loading, integration, analysis, but collaboration is the most important part, because if you are not able to do the collaboration, then like you cannot work with other technologies, other like things, other techs. So because like not only querying the data, you need to do the analytics on that data also. So for that you need the collaboration with other services. So here like after like Snowflake came up, like they told us that like, okay, all your struggles are ending here. Now you can do loading, you can do integration, you can do analysis, and you can do collaboration at the same place. Earlier you were doing all this thing in the multiple sites, multiple places, but now everything is managed at the same site. Okay, so these are the like breakthroughs of Snowflake, why you should choose, or why organizations are choosing like your uh, this thing Snowflake. So complete SQL database, yes, it's completely based on SQL. You can write your SQL queries the way you are writing till now. Same way you have to you have to keep on doing the same thing now. Zero management, yes, you will not need any kind of management. All your data will be used, all our users will be used, and the main thing is that pay only what you are using. That's one of the best benefit of cloud services, not only Snowflake, any other cloud sources also. So that way what happens, like all your services will be there itself. So it's like complete SQL database. You can use like any of the SQL databases. So here like supports for the SQL that business users already know. So people who you all must be working on SQL, and you must be having knowledge of SQL. So the same thing you need it here. You don't need anything extra. I would say not a single thing extra. You need it here to work on Snowflake. You just need to know the SQL. If you know SQL, you can work on it. If you don't know, please like uh, first like, get that thing, then you can easily get it here. So zero management, yes. Loading data and run queries will do rest. Zero infrastructure and admin cost, nothing you have to manage. Highly secure and highly available, yes. It's a cloud service, so it is very secure and available. Highly available means like all the time it is available. There will be very less or very rare downtime kind of things. Okay, fully managed with no knobs required. You don't have to do any kind of thing. No indexes, distribution keys, and partitioning or vacuuming. So yes, okay, so indexing and all that, the way you keep on doing it in your data warehousing, it's not required here. So all your data, when we say all of your data, it means like data coming from anywhere and any kind of data. So it can be anything like your JSON, XML, SQL, normal text data, whatever kind of data you have, and whatever like a volume of data you are using. See, in our case, like in our projects, we are using like a kind of big data volume. So we have huge data which we are loading into Snowflake, and then we are doing a lot of things. So your data may come from different sources, IoT, like enterprise, corporate. So all these are different applications. Okay, and from here you can load any kind of data, any type of data. So here like now you can, since like you are using the data warehousing very faster compared to the traditional ones, so you get a better performance. Okay, so you can like deliver the requirements and all that much faster than before. Okay, and loading of data does not impact your query performance. Yes, uh, it does not matter like how much data you have, your query performance will be faster as before. Okay, so multiple groups access at the same time with no performance degradation. Yes, that's one of the other thing. This thing you will realize once you log into your Snowflake instance and start using it, and you start implementing it on your in your regular project deliverables. Then you will realize that how fast Snowflake is and how good like it can provide you the services. supports an unlimited number of simultaneous users. See, normally what happens if a lot of users are coming at the same time, then there you might have seen some kind of performance issues. But here you will not see the same thing. Okay, you will not see these kind of things that you have performance issues and all. So that's another thing, like why businesses are going towards Snowflake, that pay for only what you use at cloud. Like, see, that's a benefit of cloud. It's not only, it's not related to Snowflake. It's a normal cloud benefit that you don't have to spend a lot of money on the servers, physical environment, infrastructure, and all. Here you are doing just the service, you are using the service, and you will be paying only for that. So that is one of the main factor in decision making. So your organization, your business, if they want to move it to cloud, the pricing will be the one of the main factors to make a decision. So these things are there just to have a clear idea, just to have an introduction that what will be the Snowflake and what will be there. And next thing will be to cover the topics, like I hope you might have seen the course content where we'll be starting with Snowflake, where first thing we'll start with uh, creating the account, and then starting doing like data warehousing and all, creating data warehouse, databases, loading data from different sources, all that stuff. So that's all. Like the next thing is like architecture for data warehousing. So this is how like the traditional architecture works, and you have the Snowflake multi-clustered shared data, okay, architecture. So here like you have uh, again the same thing, architecture side. So you have service, compute, and storage. So obviously service is the main, like here service you're providing, then the computation engine is there, then storage services are there where your data is stored. So as far as like performance is concerned, with the other different technologies, traditional sources, so multi petabyte scale up to 2000 faster, 200 and faster performance, and obviously the cost is less compared to the other technologies. Okay, simultaneously with no performance degradation. Yes, that's one of the most important benefit. See, performance and concurrency are the most important factors for Snowflake, because if the performance, see, cloud, every other technologies also are providing cloud services, but the main thing is that which one is giving you better performance and concurrency. This is the very basic term nowadays, because in any technologies what happens when a lot of people, a lot of like groups are coming at the same data, then what happens, you might have seen some kind of slow performances, but you will not see it here. And simplified, like fully managed with the pay as you go model and work on any kind of data sources. So that is one of the main things, like why uh, a Snowflake means, like people like to have Snowflake as Snowflake resources nowadays. Then you have secure, since it's a cloud based sources, at you will not be managing it, means like infrastructure. So people have doubts, is it secure, can I rely on that? Is it reliable? Yes, it is reliable as compared to any other cloud services. And authentication, so all the things will be there when you are working in the real-time projects. Okay, so you will be having all these things: authentication, access control, data encryption, external validation, everything will be there. So all these things are really, really like secure. So businesses don't need to worry about that part. So that is just a small like introduction that what is like a Snowflake, what you will be getting, and you can check out the course content, and that will be the main thing, because this is just an introduction session that what is Snowflake, why we are using it. But the main thing will be the course content which you might have seen, and through that only we'll be covering all our sessions, that what we'll be starting with, like Snowflake, how to write data warehousing, how to do all that stuff, data manipulations, querying, and everything.
Can you go through that?
What is that?
Can you go through that course content?
Course content. Okay, let me just check. So this is the course content. So here we are just going to see that introduction to Snowflake. Okay, so architecture and everything like we'll discuss in detail. So additions and the connect to Snowflake, you have this thing here, overview of the ecosystem, SQL command line interface. That's what I told you, connecting to Snowflake using the command lines and installing SnowSQL, configuring SnowSQL. And if you want to do it by command line, if not, like you can do it by a web interface itself. And then you have this JDBC drivers and all. So this is more of the connecting to that. And then you have loading, unloading of the data, loading, unloading considerations and everything. You have loading, unloading. Then using Snowflake, using the web interface, virtual warehouses, databases, tables, views, everything. The normal you do in your like data warehousing, sharing data in Snowflake, managing a Snowflake account. So that is more of like, so a Snowflake completely, you will understand that how to work with the Snowflake, how to create data warehousing, how to load data, how to take in data and take out data. So that is all you'll be saying, connecting to like see Amazon S3, Azure and all. That thing will be part of your real-time sessions. If you have not seen, then like, Prakash can get you this course content. Any questions? Any doubts? Anything?
What will be the duration of this course?
Sorry,
How many weeks is gonna take?
can you come again?
How many weeks are gonna take?
It will take at least 4 weeks. Yeah, it will take at least 4 weeks, like for this
And
4 week sessions.
are you also covering the certification part of it, or
What is that?
certification training or something? How to prepare for certification?
Sorry, certification, like see, it's based on your skills. If you are talking about certification, normally like you certification initially is not a question, definitely, but like as you get the experience and you are good in doing all the stuff, you can easily apply for certification. But I will just cover the questions which might be asked in certifications. So that's a part of like our sessions, whether it's Snowflake or any other training sessions. Normally what happens, like whenever I cover any topic, I make sure that I explain you that what kind of questions can be asked out of that topic. So that way you will get some idea about it. But I'm not focusing on certification.
Thank you.
Any other question? Okay, so that's all from my side. If you have any questions, any queries, you can reach out to Prakash, and we'll connect again if you have any like any queries or anything. But one thing, like I will say definitely that if you want to start and if you have not started, this is something which you can easily like work on it, easily learn. And if you are already into data side, data analytics or data warehousing or databases, then you can easily work on this part. And this will be your one of the add-on skill to you. Okay, that's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sure.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Aditya. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you very much.